Long irons, yeah. I just can't seem to launch mine. I'm hitting pushes, I'm hitting pulls.
Oh, that's dead, I reckon.
Yeah, mate.
I'm leaning back on them and flipping at them. I'm super uncomfortable. I'm not enjoying it. It is a disaster. So you reckon a change in equipment maybe leads to a little bit more consistency?
Yes, it's going to help. I think having correct equipment helps.
What you're saying is we should get on a plane, go to Melbourne and try some new gear.
Let's get on a plane.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Battle for the Bag, the series where we go and see some of the biggest brands in golf and they put forward an offering. They try and build some irons that are going to sit in my bag for the rest of this year to try and help me out. I'm struggling to launch my long irons. I need some help. Last episode, we went to Mizuno. They put together a super crisp, super dialed fitting process, and the Mizuno Pro S3 performed. It was a really, really hot start.
Awesome. So good.
Yeah.
So
And
good.
that's, I think, the best ball speed.
That's what you just put a bow on it.
Little
I think
peeler.
that's what they
Yep.
do.
Do you think Wilson Golf are going to be able to match them? What do you think they're going to put me in? I'm not sure. Come along. We'd love for you to come with us and watch the fitting process, see a little bit about how they do things and learn about the products they offer and see if they might work for you. So our fitter with Wilson, Callum, was an absolute legend. He's a PGA pro, he knows what he's doing, and he was so helpful. He took us through the whole fitting process. Wilson used their AI golf fit system. They ask you they take you through a questionnaire. They ask you sort of about you, your golf game. I'm going to show you Callum taking us through that. And then we're going to hit some shots. And they use this sensor that pops onto the end of a club. It's got a gyroscope. It measures your club data. They use that. They put that together with your questionnaire from the information they gathered from you to try and get a feel for like what you're looking for. And that is going to spit out a recommendation for a golf club. So again, we see a fitting system that's kind of minimizing how many swings we need to take. But I'm not going to tell you about it. Watch it.
How do we kick things off? What do you need me to do?
We'll get started by just going through the questionnaire on our Fit AI.
Yeah, cool.
Beautiful. Away we go.
Okay, describe your level of golf experience.
I am a happy hacker.
What are you off at the moment?
So they range...
Play for 8 something? 8.8 or something?
yeah, he's a pretty good player,
Yeah.
Callum.
Played frequently and competitively sounds about right?
Yes.
Frequently, yes.
He's
And
a
kept score.
4-day a week
No,
golf.
I'm not. I'm 1.5, 2
Yeah.
times a week.
Plays more golf than you and me. Yeah.
I'd like to, yeah.
Okay, and an 8 handicap
Yeah,
range?
8, so call it 9.
Sandbagger.
What is your future goals for your game? Break 75.
I didn't sign up for this.
No more double bogeys.
I'm trying, at the moment, my number one objective is to have a double bogey free round, and I am too mentally weak. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Goals? What were you asking questions about goals?
Yeah, so break 80, break 75.
PB around 76. I'd love to break 75.
Yeah.
Can't get
What
a-
is your preferred shot shape?
We're trying to see a little left to right fade.
Left to right. Left to right.
We're trying to take the left side out this year.
Awesome.
Last year was the year of long left. That was tough.
He's got a fair snap hook in him. Yeah.
What is most important for your irons? Distance and forgiveness, or control and workability?
I want to say control.
Yeah, control.
I hit the ball a reasonable distance. I think control is... I don't need more distance. I think I need more.
He's pretty long, Cal.
I'm long enough.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Which is not great when you.
I want to see the ball go straighter. Let me hit that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your desired head shape and design? Powerful head size with generous offset, or compact head size with minimal offset?
I think I like looking at a smaller head over the ball.
Compact.
It's helpful having you here.
Well, he asked the question, and you said smaller, and he actually said compact. So I'm just attention to detail.
You're the golf pro, you know.
Yeah.
And be honest, what's your height?
Height? Are you going to measure me? I'm 6'2".
All right, now we just get a wrist to floor measurement.
I can do that if you like. Okay, I can do this for you. Sure. Okay. So Tom, we've got a ruler here.
I'm pretty sure it's 34.
Yeah. Okay. And I just want you to look at the distance. Don't look down. Relax. Are we going top hand? As in he's right-handed?
Yes, on the right hand. Yep.
Yeah, on the right hand. Okay, all right, here we go. Wrist to floor. Oh, 37.5 wrist to floor.
Maybe they did knuckles where we were
They did
last.
knuckles
There you
with
go.
the other company. Yep, 37.5. Do you need any other measurements?
And then what grip size would you normally have on your golf
I'm
clubs?
playing MCC mid, the grey one.
He's a mid-sized guy.
Mid-size.
Two of my clubs have one extra paper though. You didn't build them, somebody else built them.
Yeah.
So I pick out 2 of the clubs. I'm like, geez, that feels a bit funny. So we'd like to standardise a few things.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to take 5 swings, and I'll give you the Fit AR club.
All right,
Okay.
scary.
All right, so what have we got here? What's this? In the end, this is pretty fancy.
Yeah, so that's the blast motion sensor.
Okay. And what does it do?
It generates using the gyroscope and accelerometer. It'll give us a starting point for your fitting.
Okay,
Beautiful.
cool.
And that just
So-
sits in it.
And it's just a standard 7-iron.
It's just a standard 7-iron, stiff flex. Everyone hits the same club, and then it'll work it out.
Okay, so just hit a couple.
Yep,
We're going to hit a
5
couple.
swings.
Okay. I'll stand back.
Oh, yeah, you're in the toe
Yeah.
shank death zone.
So we've hit a few to warm up, so we're going to, away we
Yeah,
go.
this is my first swing in 4 hours.
Yep. 3 coffees, 4 hours.
Oh, it's right.
All right.
We are, it's not even that bad. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay. So do we just
so
keep
fine.
going?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Is that heavy at all? It's not like a swing weight at the end. You can't really feel it. It's just like a normal club, isn't it?
Nah, that was in the hole, but it's really put off. But nah, feels like a normal club.
Okay.
But it's the theme I think with the club fit club just feels short because I play something a touch longer.
Yeah, you play
feels
something
half
a
an
little
inch
bit
short.
longer. Yep.
Oh, that's chunk. Duh. Oh, that's thin.
He really is off 8. I know he's he's hit one. Yeah.
That
You
doesn't-
really are off
doesn't fill me up with
yeah.
confidence. Les?
Oh, yeah. So that's 4, or is that it?
Yeah.
Do they need
We'll hit
any
a
good
couple
ones?
more.
Couple
Yeah.
more. Nice.
It's
There
like
we-
a
that was a little better,
it's like a
Tom.
little low one. It's better.
That was a pretty good swing. How are we going, Carl? Are we there?
Do we have anything usable? Or do we need more?
Yeah, we might do a couple more.
Couple
Okay.
more. I think your TrackMan's broken because it's saying 90 mile an hour club head speed. We all know he doesn't swing it that fast.
That's
No?
honestly
Oh,
so
okay.
rude.
Yeah.
I'm
Good.
better swing. Little left again.
You're starting to hit that pretty good though.
Yeah, I just keep shutting it down. Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
great. That's fine.
That's probably his best
probably
yet.
that's probably more like
Is
what
that
I
his
like
best
to see.
yet? Okay. Couple more.
First ones are just warm-up swings.
Yeah, we're just getting
warming
going
up.
or something.
Okay. I like that.
Toad, but not too bad. Thanks, Les.
You all right, Tom? No problem. Happy to help out
All
here.
right. We'll select those swings, I reckon.
Okay,
So-
cool.
Okay. So that's five swings.
We got 2 workable swings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll take the last 3 into consideration.
Cool.
Okay. Oh. Are you worn out?
No.
But really, he's only hit what 8 golf balls essentially. So
Yes.
you can rock in here, and we've hit 8 golf balls,
Yep.
and we've got a pretty good idea of what
Yeah.
we're
So
after
they're-
already, aren't we?
And in a dream world, there's bays outside. I would have got here 10 minutes ago and hit the balls. But that's
Yeah.
okay. We're running
Yeah.
around today.
Yep.
Yeah. So then we'll get the Fit AI recommendation, which is a staff model CB
Oh,
with a dynamic gold mid 115 stiff shaft,
Cool.
and then half an inch longer, 1 degree up.
Stop it.
That sounds pretty much
That's
Pretty much
pretty
what I
much
play.
what his specs are. We've done with other companies.
like
so,
like a CB model head,
so it's
half
measured.
an inch one up.
It's
That's
measured exactly what you are.
Tom. Yeah.
And we haven't hit, like I said, we've just met, Carl.
Which is a wig out, right? Because
Yeah.
I know you're into your height and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's
The
just,
lie angle,
it's
though.
just a sense. Yeah, it gets the lie angle right.
So no more lie boards. We're just simply getting all that information on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Absolutely.
we since we've had the Fit AI, we haven't used a lie board.
Yeah, because the lie boards lie, don't we? We know
Yeah.
that, don't we? They do. They're not accurate. So, so then do we go ahead now and hit a couple of those
Yeah, so
CBs?
I'll just make up that club now.
Make
and
the
then
club up
get
and
into it.
we'll have a bit of a go at it.
While Callum builds it, I want to show them what you were doing before.
What do you mean?
Show them the lefty swing.
Did your camera just break? Stop?
No, I think it's a phone or something.
Well, lefty swing?
Yeah, show them your lefty swing.
What do you mean?
Just while the camera's rolling. This is a right-handed player for those watching at home.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, I closed the club face a little bit.
One more. Go
No,
on.
that's enough.
One more.
All right, let's have a go.
Let's see how we go.
The pressure's on.
There's no
You've done
pressure.
like Callum, you've done your job. It's up to Tom to do his job now. Yeah. Okay. First impressions?
Not a great strike, but not a bad ball.
Well, that was a
Thin,
bit-
but not bad. That's a
Better
better start.
strike.
Better start line. A little low on the face.
So you can also see on your right-hand side screen over here, you actually have the impact location as well.
Beautiful.
Where you hit on the face.
Better strike.
Yeah, okay, good. So it's interesting, the spin rate's reasonably low, isn't it, for that iron?
5, 6.
Yeah, you're normally a little bit higher. Oh, good strike. He's probably a scratch marker indoors, I reckon, Tommy.
If somebody else could make the decisions for me, I'd be all right.
There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah.
Smash factor 1.4. So we know on tour, the PGA Tour average with a 7-iron smash factor
1.33, I think.
1.33. So
1.4 is fine.
1.4 is a lot better than 1.33. So
And that still felt a little open at impact. That's healed.
geez, it's straight though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the dispersion.
And like
Dispersion's
we
quite good.
talked about not wanting to go left. That was a big pull.
yeah.
It's only a little left. That's right. But like it's coming off pretty hot.
It's coming off really well.
Launched.
Okay.
Launched.
So we've hit a few shots there, and then is this when you do the final adjustment on lie angle and,
Yes.
and grip and all that?
Yes. Yeah.
So based on that, what would you change? What would you tinker? Would you stay at 2 up? Would you go to one? Would you go to one flatter? I'm not really starting it as left as I would like.
Yeah, I would probably say maybe one up.
Yep.
Rather than the 2
One
up.
up.
Yeah, one up rather than the 2 up.
He certainly looks like he hits the ball well enough to be using that
Yeah.
CB iron. So
Yes. Yep. Definitely.
throwing, that algorithm throwing him straight into that iron, that's pretty much spot on, isn't it?
Made
So-
a pretty good decision.
Yeah, because I would assume that Tommy swings it at 90 plus miles an hour with his 7-iron. You would get some golfers in here that swing the ball quickly but don't hit it in the middle of the face as much.
Yeah.
So that would recommend a different type of iron or a different style of iron
Yeah.
for that golfer, as well as someone
So
like Tommy's in the CB.
the AI questionnaire is based on trying to get a feel of what the golfer wants.
Yeah.
And then when we actually hit the ball, we'll see if the sort of proof's in the pudding.
Yeah.
And how they actually
It's
hit
that
it.
validation, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
people can come in, they can hit those 10 shots.
That's a bit more like what we want to see.
Yes.
Turn
that's better.
just turn the face over a bit more.
For you book your fitting, you come in, you're not spending 2 hours hitting a range of clubs anymore. You're getting to the point quicker
Yeah, absolutely.
and getting the correct shaft and an unbiased
Yeah.
recommendation.
Feels good, man. Feels good. Comes out hot. Launches okay. Dispersion's pretty reasonable, other than the one bad one.
Yeah. Not too bad. I really, really like that, Tommy.
Now, that carry number that we've just seen is really big, 170, 180 metres sort of thing. Massive, right? My biggest concern at this point was spin rate. I was a little bit worried. I'm a higher spin player. I like to see a number starting with a 6 there at least, with a 7 iron, particularly when we're indoors. We had a few questions and concerns about that. We're about to show you me hitting a couple of balls with the blade. The blade took the spin up. We probably needed to go to a heavier shaft with the blade. So that's kind of something that we didn't really consider at the time, and that we should have done, or maybe would have done differently if we had to do the fitting process again.
Quite good.
It's pretty good, isn't it? He's hit it pretty well.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him in the blade.
In the blade?
Is that something we can do?
Yeah,
we can throw him into that?
Why are you doing
Just
this
for a bit
to
of fun.
me?
I
Why
want
are
to
you
see him
doing
try to hit
this
a club
me?
that has basically no forgiveness at all.
And this blade is a bladey blade. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's a
sorry,
proper blade.
Sorry, Cal.
Yeah. And that's CB, that was coming out beautifully.
Yeah, launching, right? Coming out hot.
I fully expect this blade to spin a bit more. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on spin rate here and total distance. I'm going to see what's going on here.
So we're up at about 160, 170 carry previously, hey?
Oh.
Oh, that's right. That's late. Spin rate's through the roof.
So you also know that the colour has changed on the sight line, and that's just due to the fact that we can actually compare the two.
Compare the two,
To
yep,
differentiate.
down range.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Beautiful.
Okay, Tom.
This
try
would be great to see right at the end. It'd be really, really
Try
good.
release the club head. No, that's late again.
So this is why I like doing this, because Tom, all we've done with Tom is change the head.
Yep.
Okay, so
And I'm not even hitting it.
we
bad,
haven't
I'm
changed
just leaving
shaft,
the
we haven't
face
changed
open.
lie angle, we've just changed the head. And first thing we'll notice is once we get it up is how much the spin rate's gone up. How much the spin rate's gone up, and he will, because of that, the spin's got a little higher.
Launches.
The spin's got a little higher. He'll lose distance as well. So coming back to that whole AI fit, it's put him into that CB iron.
Yeah.
Because it's the best recommendation for Tom. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you've got to have some reality when you're picking your new set of clubs that come in and get fitted. You've got to accept that we'd all love to have a beautiful set of blades in our bag.
A little toey, I think.
Less forgiving. There we go.
That's a lot. That's a lot of spin.
So that spin's just gone through the roof, hasn't
Yeah.
it? And you would almost put him into an X-Flex
Yes.
now if you were dealing with that spin, wouldn't you?
Yeah, to drop it down a little bit.
Drop
and
that
the-
spin
and the
down a little
launch-
bit.
The launch has completely changed as well.
Yeah. I think we know what
That's
we've done.
nowhere near as hard to hit as I thought it would be. It's
No.
not as. I don't hit it as well as the CB, but you're definitely right, Callum. That's as far as like that's got some serious bag appeal.
Yeah,
That's a really sexy.
you
looking
sort of
club.
park that in front of the pro shop, don't you? And
Yeah.
just go.
But play
you know,
blades, everyone.
I've got blades.
But if you wanted to try and hit a blade that didn't feel like a blade, it's a pretty
that's
good option.
super forgiving.
Pretty nice.
How about that? I think that was like 25 minutes. You've got fitted for a set of clubs.
Super easy, super convenient.
Yeah.
Like it spits out a really good recommendation that works. That AI club.
Yep.
What do you reckon?
And you're away.
We're away.
The fight for the new bag. I love it.
Yeah, battle for the bag.
We went to Wilson.
So we just left Wilson.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
Great experience. I thought the AI fitting tool was really cool.
Yeah, definitely worth a try. I think people should definitely, if you're a Wilson fan, even if you're not a Wilson fan, just going in there and getting fitted so quickly, I think there's a benefit to that.
I thought it was like efficient.
It's custom fitting express.
Yeah, and I know they don't have they're not like a Mizuno have 50 shaft options. I thought they had good stock shaft options. I thought the DG mid that he put me in.
Dynamic old mid.
Yeah, I thought that was like a good offer, a good option.
It was lighter.
Much lighter, and then I think when we went to the bladey head, like you suggested, we got a spin number that I was a bit more happy with. I just thought that shaft was maybe a little light.
Yeah, it was a little weak for you. It was being a stiff.
Yeah, I just when I think for me when the shaft gets too light, I feel like I can't close the face.
Yeah.
I leave it open and we get that bleedy right miss. We saw that a fair bit. I'll throw some B-roll. I'll throw some footage up so you can see it.
There was a bit.
So I just wonder if we could have done that a slightly heavier shaft.
So your
head.
Callum was great.
Yep.
Young bloke. He was and knowledgeable, a PGA member.
Yeah, and again, important thing for me, I think, is being fit by a PGA member.
Yeah.
I think they do a really good job. So yeah, enjoyed Wilson a lot. I don't think that was my favourite club offering.
No, that was obvious.
And I think it's the third fitting of the day. I probably didn't hit it as well as I would have liked to as well in there. So it's something to think about. But I think there are options that I like more.
If you're thinking about Wilson, and Wilson's steep in history, definitely recommend going in and doing that fitting. Like, it's an express fitting. Yes, the shafts are limited, but I think the shafts they've got are good.
Yeah, totally. Like dynamic gold, great shafts.
Yeah, absolutely. And the process was fine.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think one of the coolest parts about this whole process is that we're kind of starting to work out what I do and don't like from different manufacturers. I seem to like a slightly smaller, more compact head with less offset and a little bit more loft. I think I need the loft to generate some spin. I feel like I'm learning about my golf game, which is really cool. I don't think I have any answers yet. I think I probably have more questions than when we started all of this. But I'm enjoying learning, and I hope you guys are too. If you have questions, if you have recommendations, if there are brands or products you think we need to try as part of the battle for the bag, we'd love to know. Let us know. And of course, if you're enjoying this, please subscribe and follow along. We'd love you to come to the next fitting. We'd love you to be involved in the decision-making process. So while we got a minute, like, share, subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. If you're enjoying it, please help us out. I think we have like a hierarchy at the moment of that Mizuno Pro S3 kind of sitting in first place. The Wilson at the moment, based on the two we've done so far, sitting in a very competitive second place, right? I suppose the big question is anybody going to knock off that Mizuno Pro S3? And how are the other companies going to stack up compared to the Wilson? So next we go to Cobra, right? They have a really cool 3D printed iron that we got to hit. I'm super excited to show you guys this. I wonder if the future of golf is headed towards customized Bryson style 3D printed irons that suit the player that might even be made on the spot. We're going to TaylorMade. We're going to try and get to Ping as well, and hopefully Strixon. So we have a few more stops to make. So stay tuned. Who do you think is going to end up in my bag for the rest of this year? Come find out.